Disclaimer: everything you are going to learn in this video is documented evidence that is available to the public, but not known to the public. Nobody wants you to know or see this information, and it is the responsibility of every viewer to make it known. This case is over 35 years old, and the information you are being presented is derived directly from official state documents. Our continuous thoughts and prayers are with the family of the victim. From all accounts, Trooper Johnny Edrington was a very admirable officer, husband, and father, and is missed dearly. On the morning of December 21, 1988, Trooper Johnny Edrington was found with a single gunshot wound to the forehead at 2:40 a.m. less than 20 feet from his cruiser. For 35 years, we have been told he took his own life. Now it is time to ask the question: who killed Johnny? The 10 facts we will present as information backed by hard copy documents that directly negate all known reporting of the incident. It is time for justice. Fact: Trooper Edrington's police cruiser was found at the scene with multiple dents on the hood, and brush scrapings that start directly on the dent and lead down the side of the car. These could likely be considered belt scrapes, implying a struggle ensued. All reported accounts state there was not a struggle on scene and that there were no scrapes present, only a small dent. Fact: documents state that additional tire tracks were found at the scene, directly in front of where Trooper Edrington's cruiser was parked with lights illuminated. All reported accounts state there were no additional tire tracks present on scene, and contrary to belief, it was not a snowy night. On the night of December 20th, it was raining and tire tracks were still visible. Reported accounts state there were no additional tire tracks at the scene of the crime. Fact: Trooper Edrington was not scheduled to work the night of December 20th, 1988. He switched shifts with another trooper the night of his murder. There are no known release statements confirming this, only documentation. Fact: the toxicology performed was returned entirely clean. Additionally, the FBI performed personality tests on Johnny, and all results showed he was in a good standing mentally. He was happy about the upcoming pregnancy, and all accounts report he was in a normal mood the day of the shooting. There are no known release statements confirming this, only documentation. Fact: there are 4 documented statements claiming Trooper Edrington had both his emergency lights and spotlight activated at the location of his death, from 11:45 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. There are no known release statements confirming this, only documentation. Fact: Trooper Edrington's campaign hat was in his police cruiser at the time of his death, leading to speculations of Edrington knowing his to-be attackers. Multiple documented statements support the idea that Trooper Edrington never left his cruiser without his campaign hat, unless it was someone he was familiar with. There are no known release statements confirming this, only documentation. Fact: Trooper Edrington was right-handed. When his body was found, his standard-issue firearm was found in his left hand, implying he shot himself with his offhand, directly in the forehead. There are no known release statements confirming this, only documentation. Fact: the radar of Trooper Edrington's police cruiser was locked at 74 miles per hour at the time of his death. There are few reported accounts confirming this. Fact: official documents prove his initial autopsy was incomplete due to entry error. His initial autopsy performed by the local agency is factually invalid. Fact: Trooper Edrington was found approximately 20 feet from his cruiser in a hands-up position with his duty flashlight approximately 5 feet from his body, still lit. Documentation supporting these facts will be presented at the appropriate time. It is the responsibility of each viewer to share this information in order to achieve justice for Johnny Edrington, as well as his family. None of the information presented in this video was subject to speculation, only factual information pulled directly from official documentation that was found.